Either way, guys, like I said, this was more of a filler video, since the video I planned on putting up got completely copyrighted, but I am back. By the way, brand new Teen Balls merch. Either way, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one.
YouTube success for many is a rare opportunity, something seen as the dream job that's taken complete advantage of when grasped. You make what you can out of it and choose what videos you want to share out to your viewers. But what happens when at the height of your career, millions of people looking up to you and your content, you simply disappear? No explanation, no warning. Well, for this video, we're going to be looking at that, and more specifically, TriggerTro and his sudden falling off the face of the internet. It's been almost 1 year since this 1.5 million subscriber YouTuber has uploaded to his Dr. Phil tribute channel.
Doctor, the fearless Phil, the mega boss of the L-Toss, we must worship thee.
He's a reaction commentator, and we all know how much I love them. But for this video, I don't want to focus on TriggerTro's choice of content, but his unusual vanishing off the face of the earth, and try to answer the question, will he ever come back, or is there more to the story? Before Tro's disappearance in June of last year, he was uploading on average once a week, garnering well over 1 million views per episode of his series of reaction commentary style videos. At the end of his last video, he actually went so far as to announce a new line of merch, and saying in his pinned comment, a lot more videos soon. Yeah. Looking at this, it doesn't look like Tro is exactly planning on leaving YouTube for a year, which raises a lot of questions. Of course, with not much to go off in this situation, I'm not exactly in the place to judge whether or not Tro ran from his home to further his career in human trafficking. But I will say, similar to my dad, Tro's sudden vanishing off the face of the earth is very unusual and not something you see very often, especially with a channel of this size, although he could come back at any moment, maybe even before I finish writing this video. Which wouldn't be convenient. He might not, and eventually someone's going to have to blow the dust off and say something like, hey, who's this guy and why did he make 18 videos about Dr. Phil? Unlike someone like Leafy, another YouTuber who made similar content, who suddenly left the website, Tro had a thriving fanbase that wasn't going anywhere anytime soon. So why would a YouTube personality with so much potential disappear from the internet overnight with no warning or clear reason? A few people have gone as far to claim James, TriggerTro, died in a car crash 2 months ago, but luckily for all the disarray, I think I've found some clear answers for this video. Many people have speculated theories, but it's important to look at it from a logical point of view. This Reddit post uploaded 6 months ago on the YouTube subreddit is definitely somewhere to start. TriggerTro, anybody know what happened to him? He hasn't posted on YouTube or Twitter since July. Couldn't find any news online. In response to this post, a Reddit user under the name Slobodon Korak Slobuk replied saying this. Although this was posted 6 months ago, it gives a great idea of what I mean by logical reasons. We all know he had problems with YouTube, but nonetheless he kept uploading. We all know his financial situation wasn't the best, and that he needed to find a job to support him, but he made his merch and devoted himself to that. And to leave without any warning is irrational. This made sense considering YouTube's state with monetization at the time and TriggerTro's style of content. It definitely isn't the most exciting reason for his disappearance, but it's somewhere to start. I mean, I was hoping maybe possibly going off grid to live on a remote island, but I mean, it makes sense, yeah. But even if James, Mr. TriggerTro, was leaving or even taking a year-long break from YouTube, you would think he would at least make a tweet addressing the situation, but no, he didn't. Okay, yes, hey everybody, this is Stafoh from the future, and this is a little side note here. Apparently TriggerTro is alive and well. Well, before I get into the theory and possibly the answer for Tro's disappearance, look at it from this point of view. Say he did make a goodbye or going away video before he left. Would I be making this video right now, or would anybody who made any videos on this topic? No, because we know what happened. But if he were to leave without any sign of goodbye or reason, it leaves questions unanswered, and overall keeps his name alive for the time he's gone. Sure, Tro is losing a massive amount of subscribers, and really nobody is watching his videos anymore, but wouldn't that have happened even if he made a goodbye video? On the 26th of March this year, an anonymous user posted this to Quora under the question, where is TriggerTro?
James is a close friend of mine. I used to work with him. I understand that there are a lot of people who want to know where he is and how he's doing. I don't think it's my place to give explicit detail, but it is worth noting that he left for a few different reasons, unlike some people trying to pin the one cause that cracked him to get up and leave. Financial problems. He made a lot of money off YouTube. It almost convinced me to join it. He rode that train of success to the goddamn ground. You need to respect him for that. He was consistently hitting videos in the several millions. Of course, all those views didn't mean anything when all your videos get demonetized. I want to say upwards of 95% of his videos lost ad revenue when YouTube decided they'd take that fortune. You have to understand, James was never in it for the long run. He stayed for as long as he made money. He was probably more tight on money than me before he seriously committed to YouTube.
After explaining his financial difficulties, he then goes on to supposedly answer under another two headings. Why did he leave YouTube without a trace? And because they aren't done with YouTube yet. I won't interject, but I'll let you read and, well, listen for yourself.
Why did he leave YouTube without a trace? He wasn't about to make videos for free, and the donations weren't exactly making up for all of that previous lost revenue. He didn't make a goodbye video or some crap like that because, well, he isn't done with YouTube. He'll come back one day when he has time and his mental health is back intact. Leafy's here never made a goodbye video either. You know why? Because they aren't done with YouTube yet. Once he finds another job and becomes somewhat financially secure, I'm sure he'll be back. Honestly, you try to make videos for fun without making any money while simultaneously working 6 days a week. No one works for free, especially if that work doesn't pay off on a corporate platform that despises you, YouTube administration. I mean, for goodness sake, they accused him of illegitimate subscribers. I don't think he ever got that YouTube play button. As for why he ditched all his social media accounts, I couldn't tell you. He might have been going through some mental issues with family at the time, so that possibly played a role. Maybe he didn't want to disappoint his fans. My take? I believe he left the way he did to mess with people. He knew that if he was about to leave, he would make it subtle, and he would make it so that he'd become a talking sensation after he left. It might even build up for when, if, he comes back to YouTube. James, I love you, buddy. Hope you make a comeback, you money monster. Anon, for obvious reasons.
I won't try to claim that this is solid evidence of Trigger Trove's whereabouts, but it's probably the best explanation somebody could give, even if this happened to be faked. But as much as I believe in this, at the end of the day, the only person who really knows where Trigger Trove is Trigger Trove himself, and I don't think there will be solid proof of his whereabouts until he actually returns to the internet. And it makes sense, it doesn't take a core post from a real-life buddy of his to figure that out. Yes, Trigger Trove's videos were blowing up at the time, but that didn't mean money was coming in, and releasing that merch was definitely a smart move. It's giving his fans something to work with while he's gone. And the I'm back in his last video, well, that's definitely going to spark up some discussion if you follow it up by not uploading for a year. He even makes an ad revenue joke in the same 20 seconds of that video, saying,
you know, that'd be even cooler. Hopefully an ad will play somewhere along the line,
suggesting he probably wasn't doing too well when it came to ads. But as I said in the beginning of the video, I don't particularly like Trigger Trove or his videos, but hey, it's something to talk about, and I think I actually came to some sort of conclusion for once in my videos, so there you go. It's not 100%, but it's definitely, from what I can see, the best answer I could get. Probably not as accurate as the car crash story. That's all for this video, and I hope you enjoyed.